I just recently had a baby and I wanted to share my labor and delivery story with you guys. I originally wanted to have a natural labor and delivery, so I went to a birthing center at about 37, 38 weeks of my pregnancy. All of a sudden, my blood pressure started to elevate and my legs started to swell as if I had elephantitis. I was getting nervous about delivering this fucking child. I didn't feel right and I knew that I needed to get him out. So this is what I did. I went to the store and I purchased castor oil. I took 2 teaspoons and I chased it down with some juice. And I started having some regular Braxton Hicks contractions, nothing painful, nothing bad, but they were coming at regular intervals, so I'm thinking, oh, maybe this is the beginning of it, I don't know. Let's see, I took the castor oil at 6 o'clock p.m. At about 10 p.m., all the Braxton Hicks had stopped, and I said, okay, it's not working, whatever, I'm moving on. I'm just gonna let the labor come naturally. So that night I go to bed at midnight. My husband's watching a scary movie to the left of me. I roll over onto my side, and we both heard a huge pop. And we're like, what the hell was that? And I felt all this water, just TMI, gush out of me. And I just looked at him and I said,
my water just broke.
And he was like,
no. Oh my God, no. Oh my God, no, this can't be happening. Oh my God.
I did not expect to see him react in the way he did. He got up and he started pacing the floors and he was panicking, and I'm like,
you need to get a hold of yourself. My water just broke. Relax. You need to pull it together.
And he was like,
Okay.
I'm walking around my house, water gushing everywhere. I call my midwife and I'm like,
yeah, my water just broke.
And she's like,
okay, no big deal, just go take a bath, relax. When the contractions get 5 minutes apart, just give me a call and you can come in.
I'm like, all right. So I call my mom comes over, it's midnight, we're having a fucking water breaking party. We're chilling, we're watching Truman on the TV. We're hanging out on the couch. I'm starting to get contractions, I'm excited, I'm pumped. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna have this baby. I have no idea what's coming, I have no idea. At about 3:30 a.m., I'm timing the contractions, but at this point, the contractions were intense enough for me to feel as though it was time to go to the center. So we all get in the car, we go, we get there, and she checks me, and I am 4 centimeters dilated. I go into the labor room. I continue to have contractions. At about 12 o'clock p.m. that afternoon, I get checked again, and I'm 5 centimeters. At this point, I have been laboring for 12 hours, and yeah, contractions aren't fun. I had no pain medication. Not saying that I can't do it, not saying that you can't do it, but the pain is very, very intense. At 12 o'clock they checked me, I'm only 5 centimeters, and I'm just feeling a little discouraged. She goes,
no, don't worry, you know, this is what your body's meant to do. You know, everybody's body's different, this is completely normal, etc., etc. The baby's in a good position, blah, blah, blah.
She tells me to lay down and try and get rest because I had already been laboring for 12 hours, so she feels if I rest that I'll start to dilate more. Well, at about 6 o'clock p.m., I get checked again and I'm 5 centimeters dilated. I'm getting exhausted, the pain is getting worse, and I'm dying. I'm dying. I don't know how much more of this I can take. They did everything. They gave me an herbal enema. They stimulated my nipples. They had me cuddle with my husband to try and increase the oxytocin. Nothing was working. Nothing was progressing my labor at all. So by 9 o'clock that night, I looked over at my mother and I said,
I cannot fucking do this anymore.
And they're like, what do you want to do? And I'm like,
take me to the hospital. Now. Right now, I need to go to the hospital.
My mom drove me to the hospital. Everyone else followed and met me there. By the time I got to the hospital, got checked in, got everything settled, it was like 11:30, 12 o'clock. So now it's been 24 hours since my water has been broken, and I'm still 5 centimeters dilated, and I'm exhausted. I'm a hot mess. At that point, the contractions had gotten so bad, I just didn't care anymore. I was screaming. Because my water had been broken for 24 hours, the doctor was very insistent on doing a C-section, which I was so against before. But he came in and he's like,
honey, we gotta get the baby out.
I'm like,
okay, that's fine.
I mean, I didn't care. I I was over the whole thing. Thankfully, they got me in the operating room an hour after I made the decision to have the C-section. And let me tell you, when they put that needle in my back, what needle? I don't even know what the hell they're talking about. They're like, you're gonna feel pressure here, I didn't feel nothing but the damn contractions. That's all I felt. I didn't feel nothing else. The minute that medication hit my back and I was numb from here down, it felt like the most amazing thing I've ever felt in my life. I was like,
oh my God, to feel no pain is amazing.
And then Rick came in, my husband, and I just looked up at him and I was like,
I feel amazing. This is the best I've ever felt in my life.
and he was just like,
Okay.
I mean, because he just saw the way I looked 5 minutes before and I was dying. The C-section went very well. As soon as we heard him cry, we both just looked at each other. We're so happy. And here's a couple pictures of our little guy. It turned out to be the best and most traumatizing day of my life. You know what? It was hard, but it paid off because I feel like he's so perfect and it just completed my life in a way that I never knew was possible. I know every mother probably says the same shit, but it's so true. I don't even know what I was doing before I had him. Like, my life doesn't make sense without him existing in it. That's my labor and delivery story. Please don't use castor oil. It's the devil. Probably wasn't ready to go into labor and I forced myself to go in. Even though I was 39 weeks, still, my body wasn't ready and emergency C-section. So please keep that in mind if you're going to use castor oil. Just saying. Anyway, thank you for watching. I have some more cool videos coming out soon. And remember, never give up, especially you pregnant mamas out there. Hang in there. You're almost there. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.